Welcome back to Satisfactory. All right, we're going to finish up these coal generators. We have all of our compacted coal being created on this side of the world. And we actually have more on this side of the world being created. But it's not being lifted up because we simply don't have enough generators online. So we're just going to bring all the generators online. And then we're going to see where we really are. In order to make that happen, and yes, we are running on battery power sometimes. In order to make all that happen, we need to get some water going. So first things first, let's get this water connected. I don't think we're going to quite make it all the way in one shot. So we'll stop off, stay here for this one. That creates a crate, but we'll take care of that in a second. I gotta tell you, after that last little bit of controversy regarding pipe holes, I am very much suspicious of them. Actually, I think I might want to put a little extra fuel on in the tank. Can we reach this without jumping in the water? We can't. All right, back to it. Actually, I don't think I have the pipe section open and ready to go yet. So let's just take these out right here. And then we'll connect these. Hopefully in very controversy-free ways. All right. And oh wait, that's not all right. So that's the wrong one. Actually want to connect that here. And I see flow to the bottom one. Not so much on the top one, though. Well, there's water in there. That's all that matters at this point. Chances are good that a flow is stopped because the downstream, pun not intended, is full. So I think it's working. And now we just need to have a stopover point. Let's see if we can do it for both of these. And what we'll do is we'll try to get a little underwater building. I'm obsessed with underwater building for some reason. And oh, wait. I already connected both of those to this halfway point. There we go. All right, get that covered back up. And now we have to figure out, this is the farthest one away. It might make sense to make that connection kind of over here, a little bit more out of the way. Ooh, too far, too far, too far, too far. Now, is this... We're gonna have to make another stop off? Probably. Yeah. Yep. All right, let's just do that. And now we'll jump back over here and grab these to connect these underwater water pipes. Oh, I missed this one again. We're just gonna connect this one kind of in here. Then we'll connect it to the last remaining option right here. Then we'll brick it all up. Autosaves are getting longer and longer. Okay, that appears to be all the water getting pumped up. So I did make one change while off camera. I didn't do much more after that though, but we do need to have 4 pipes, even at 600, in order to pull this off. Because 52 generators, 45 each, divided by 600, that's just under 4 pipes. So that's why we had to add this little extra stack. And then it's just connected. Each one of these will connect up to the additional level. And we'll have to see. I mean, this one up here is already claiming to have water. So I'm guessing we have the height necessary to pull all this off from the head lift of the pumps below. Wow, what happened there? There we go. So we're just going to connect all these pipes up to our main water bus, if you will. And then we're going to connect all of those up to the secondary bus. Like that. And then I think we'll go ahead and get this secondary bus over here. Basically build it out the same way. So now this bus that feeds the first 25 or 26 generators should actually be very happy with us now, because we're giving them more water than they need. Let's take a peek up there and see what those smokestacks are looking like. Yeah, a lot more of them are on than previous. A couple of them are still not happy. The only way to really double check that though would be to double back. Though I guess it's technically possible that this pipe is still, yeah, 600. And this one's not doing a full 600 for some reason. You know what I could consider? On this side of the world, right? Because we have all of these on this side. So theoretically, each one of these is each pair of these is 600, which is about where it should be. Yeah, they should max out around 300. My guess, I can either just let it figure it out, or this connects up there. I could connect. How would you let me build this? Well, let's step over here. Could connect this top one and this bottom one together. That makes this whole thing basically one giant unit of water pressure. But let's let that work its way through while we build out the connections for the water up here. Just taking a quick peek as to where I want to build that. Once I get all these floor pipes down, we'll take a look. If you remember, the previous 25 generators were left on their own circuit to basically charge to their local batteries. And I did that so we'd be able to check the actual production without having the larger power grid mucking up the numbers, you know what I mean? So we'd be able to say, okay, we've got 25 generators and we're generating X number of power, and we need to have adjustments based off of that little circuit alone. $11.25, $10.50, $11.25 divided by 75. 15. Ugh. That's not great. Let's do the Mark 1. Mark 1 with indicator, please. Wow. A lot of the coal plants on this side are not doing anything. Lack of water. I mean, there's a massive flow of 600 right here. How is this first one not getting water? I think I'm gonna have to just say trust the system here a little bit. I'm thinking about, do I think I should bring the water down from that upper level and then back up into the machines instead of running it at level 4 that whole time. Where did you go? I don't want you there. Huh. He really doesn't like that light. Guess we'll have to pull it out over here. And then we'll just have to... Well, that's not the way to do it. Let's go the other way. Oh, that's got its own set of problems. Good grief. I'm gonna double back, build a few of these and connect them all the way up. Just so we're testing and not building a bunch of stuff only to find out that it's not working. connect on the bottom or the top? We'll do the first 6. They're starting to get water. And then they're not getting water. Then they're going to start to get water. So it's going to be a little bit of a charge up thing. While we let that happen. Man, am I on the edge of this or what? Yeah. Just connecting each one of these blueprints. The next one on the line. Oh, that one's already connected. Okay, so we're done. These are all connected together for power. So even this one should be getting juice at this point. 450. Let's look at that again. 450, that's a surprising production number. Oh wait, no it isn't. 6 times 75, 450. That's perfect. So they're getting all the water, so they're not having any issues. And the compacted coal, we've got tons of storage of compacted coal, so there's no problems there either. All right, let's I'm going to take my own advice here, and we're going to build out the whole thing. All right. Put in all of our junctions. And then we connect all of these up. All right. So everything's ready to go. We should... I'm surprised to not see some movement on this compacted coal belt. It's coming in. It's just now it's a matter of waiting for the water to fully pressurize. Yeah. It's looking at 300. Another 300. I'm trying this without a water tower. Normally, I would get solace from pumping all this stuff up into a water tower, pressurizing it in the water tower, seeing the storage, having the water there, and then distributing it from the water tower. But we're trying different things today. We're trying without the water tower. The other way to do it would be to turn this off, let the water fully fill up. And then turn it on. Wow, that's dropping really fast. Holy moly. That's unnerving because this is the first one on this side. Why would it go straight to 0 like that? The other thing I could do, I don't see how I need pumps though. I don't think I need pumps. I think what I'm being told is that this, oh no, that's got 600 on it. And this has a variable amount. That's disappointing. What I could do, let's drop down here. Let's check our sources. Not a ton of water. And I think I've seen this. Well, this one's, both of these are kind of flaky. All right, hold on. I'm gonna give this 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna cut away. We're gonna come back in 10 minutes. I'm just gonna see if it's just a matter of everything needs to kick on and figure itself out. Because see, look, this one is full of water. Why that is full of water and it's flowing. It's not flowing as much as I would like. Let's give it 10 minutes and see if it all figures it out. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Hey, we paused for a lot more than 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And we're still not getting the kind of flow that we're gonna need to have consistent power. So we're gonna try. We're in the try it phase of the build. I want to try to put some fluid buffers in place. Now we need one for each line. Even the little ones are bigger than I would guess. And what we're going to go for here is each one of these has a, no, that's only 400. $45 times 26. Let's put one more of these down. That'll be enough to buffer the whole line. Right, each one is 400. 3 of them, it's 1200. The total consumption of any one of these lines is right under 1200. Uh-oh. Totally misaligned that. Okay. So what I think we should do, I'm gonna put these on. Maybe we'll space them out a little bit. Like that. All right, so the point here is to get all of these filled up. But I am noticing that we're getting very different fill rates. And why is it going down? Oh, it's doing that because it's trying to balance. That's what's going on there. So that's what's happening. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That one's good. That one's working. This last one's a little slow. But I think once we cap this from the delivery point, I think we can take... where do I want to disconnect this? Looks like this is it right here. And then you know what? Let's see if we can mix and match everything. So now all the pipes are kind of all commingled in pressures. We're all connected to each other. And then at some point, it simply results in these things getting filled up, which they're already all full. So there's enough water in here right now to perfect the supply. All of our coal generators. So let's just build. Let's see how these connect. And then I'm gonna put pumps on these. I think at this point it's okay to upgrade. And we brought in some power from the coal generators that we're trying to get going. So that this is going to be an interesting jumpstart question. We might have to do something to jumpstart this whole thing. Is this connected? Totally connected. It's running on battery power, but it's definitely connected. All right, and now this should connect these, and these guys should have water for days now. Okay. So I think having these buffers really makes it so water gets pumped up in very erratic methods. Various manifolds and connected manifolds and subconnected manifolds and connected manifolds. Then it basically gets logicked out into these lines. We buffer it, then we pump it, and now we should see much better results up here. So why aren't you working? Not turned on. That'll do it. Now I feel comfortable saying, like, if I turn this off, still not getting a bunch of water. You know what I could do? I could drop this halfway through. So let's see, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I could drop the water here. Or I could valve it. That's the other thing I could try. Because way out here, it's probably not a huge amount. Right, flows going up and around and back around. That should work. I bet though that just means that the ones over here are doing great near the end. Let's jump up here and check these out. Oh yeah. Right. So now it's just shifted the problem to the middle. I think it's done though. It'll fill up. They'll figure it out. Those water pressures will all connect to each other and everybody will be happy eventually. 1875. That's 25. And that's 1875 on this side. So I'm going to call that victory. Only thing I have left to do is to need to come up with a nice way to connect all this stuff together. You would think this would be a little easier. Here's what we should do. Cancel this one. Connect you to the center. And we can connect you in the center and the bottom. I think the blueprint is causing this to be a little more difficult. It's not exactly on a line, you know what I mean? That's going to be a little clippy, but harder to see. And I think that puts these on the same. Yep. 59, 6,000 power. So those are on one. Now we got to get this. Got to get this one on. Yeah, we can do it right here. If you connect the power pole directly below it, it clips through itself so perfectly that you can't even tell that it's clipping. That's what I'm trying to work. Oh, but gotta have a place for it to connect, so let's leave that. Hello. Where did it go? Ah, there it is. Boom. $76.87. Which, if I look at that, ooh, we're up to 79. 76.87 seems to be kind of a stable point. $102. I put in 102, so that doesn't surprise me. And then we have 104. Well, I'm sorry, we have 4 more in our tiny full power plant. So 102 is about right. And I think once all this water gets pumped in and... Ooh, under 100 though, that's scary. Might have to run some numbers to see if I have enough water being pumped in general. These are all at various stages of depletion. But that's something I can deal with off camera. I think we're more or less done here. I mean, if I really wanted it, I'd valve these. So the water doesn't get confused, but it really shouldn't because the pumps are right there. Let's valve these. I need to find if... I don't think I have any rubber here though. See if we've got rubber. Valves don't cost anything power-wise. Oh, we do have rubber. Okay. We'll just make it clear that beyond this point, water needs to go that way only. No backwash allowed. Okay, so this goes in here, goes up here. From there, it also goes up here. Things get pumped all the way over here. They get pumped up there. Then they get sent to the individual lines. I could shortcut some of these. Send some of these to the top line if I can. Just to make sure the pressure is distributed. Can't put one there, so we'll have to put one here. Which isn't perfect, but sometimes you take what you can get. Try to make use of all of the pipe, but I also want to try to bring it all together as well. All right, we'll check our power rating, and then if it looks halfway good, yeah, it looks almost halfway good. Well, everybody's got water. And that flow rate is flowing. Yep. Okay, well, I'm going to call it. Seven, 7, it's not as stable as I like, but again, I still think that that's just going to be due to the water. Once the water fills up and stabilizes, everything else will come into play. Let's see, this one shut off. Let's see what's going on here. Lack of water. If I turned you off, will you fill up? Not really. And you're one of the ones in the middle, right? You know what? I just realized I technically built too many. And I don't want to take any out. So we're going to have to suffer, quote unquote, with a little extra. A couple extra generators, which just means that we'll have a little bit of fluctuation. So there you go. 50 more generators added to the mix. That was interesting how we used the blueprint build. We added a lot of power storage to the system. Everything is generating nicely now. We're storing tons of power. 10 hours till full. 58,000 megawatts of storage available. Some of the reason why we're generating so much power or demand for power is because now everything is more or less running. Let's check our lift wall. And it doesn't really matter how the lift wall is lifting, because beyond the lift wall, everything is basically mixed together. So this is just kind of here as it's a design element. We can put this back now. Uh-oh. Looks like something got deleted there. Not nearly as much compacted coal being made on that side than this side. And that's because just the way the transport hubs are set up, this side is definitely favored by the amount of coal and sulfur it gets. That's something I'll have to think about for the next time through, is how to distribute inputs evenly. We figured it out for the compacted coal to get an even amount of compacted coal to all generators, but we didn't apply anything like that to this side. Oh, these trucks are so big and bulky, they have a hard time. I'm gonna have to come back in and rework these paths, give them a much bigger berth. You know, actually, I did not mean to drive this, but since I'm here, let's get you out of here and on the road. All right, I'll stop driving that. You'll figure it out. Totally drove it straight into the drink. Let's see, what do we have here? There's nothing to worry about. I'll just pick that up. We'll go way out here. Knowing my luck though, it's still gonna try to jump to the other side. How did you not have any coal on you? Still moving? Okay. Load path, coal truck run, load. Open record menu, enable autopilot, exit. Okay, great. So that's it. The basis of the coal power plant is done. Might spend a video or two just going through, and yeah, it looks really good. Might spend a video or two just doing decorations, making certain areas of it a little bit more palatable. Right now it's a bunch of floating platforms just kind of hanging out there. But it is working. 7762. That's just over 100 coal power generators, so that's just about right. I definitely think this side over here could have a nice, some sort of glass front enclosure that encapsulates this area. Maybe the front as well as part of that. But that's definitely the subject of a future video. Thanks for hanging out. We got it all done. We'll see you next time.